Hello students, today we are going to revise journal entries of the chapter Bill of Exchange. So let's get started. As you know, we have journal entries in the books of drawer and journal entries in the books of drawee. Transaction number 1, purchase or sale of goods. The drawer will make sales, and you know very well sales are credited. And the drawee will make purchases, and you know very well purchases will be debited. And during lectures, I have told you in the books of drawer, you will open drawee's account, and in the books of drawee, you will open drawer's account. So see how our entry comes for sales in the books of drawer, drawee to sales, and the books of drawee, purchases to drawer. Then once the purchase or sale is done, the bill is drawn. Journal entry for bill drawn will come in the books of drawer, and journal entry for bill accepted will come in the books of drawee. Bill drawn entry is bills receivable to drawee, and bill accepted entry is drawer to bills payable. Now you know very well there are 4 possibilities with the bill of exchange, that is bills receivable. You can retain it till maturity, you can discount it, you can send it for collection, or you can endorse it. And you also remember during lectures I have told you bills payable cannot be discounted, it cannot be sent for collection, it cannot be endorsed. Therefore, no entry for these transactions in the books of drawee. When a bill is discounted, when a bill is sent for collection, when the bill is endorsed, you can see in all the 3 entries, bill goes out. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. You can see in journal entry number 3, 2 bills receivable. Journal entry number 4, again 2 bills receivable. Journal entry number 5, again 2 bills receivable. So when our bill is discounted, I will say bank discount to bills receivable. When our bill is sent for collection, we will say bills for collection to bills receivable. When our bill is endorsed, we will say endorsee to bills receivable. And a very important thing you should notice, no entry for these transactions comes in the books of drawee. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move to the next slide. Now, these bills can be honored. Honored means it is paid on the due date, it is paid on maturity, it is met on due date. That means honored. So again, a special thing you can note in the books of drawee, always the entries are same. Drawee, for him, money goes out. He's paying his bill. So entry is bills payable to cash, bills payable to cash, bills payable to cash, bills payable to cash. In the books of drawer, you can see the bill is honored. He gets money. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So money is coming and bill is going. Therefore, he says cash to bills receivable. And students, you can notice that in the books of drawer, there is no entry for discounted bill honored. There is a reason behind it. What is the reason? What is the meaning of bill discounted? Before maturity, the drawer, if he is in need of money, he goes to the bank. Bank gives him the money. If you remember, the examples I used to give you is when I taught you this topic, I told you 2000 rupees bill is there. The person goes to the bank, the drawer goes to the bank, he gives the 2000 rupees bill to the bank. Bank gives him 1,900 rupees. That 1,900, that is the difference between 2,000 and 1,900, 100 rupees is the discount. And this fellow drawer, he brings at 1,900 rupees, he uses this money. Then on the due date, bank will approach the drawee and bank will take that money, 2,000 rupees. Bank took from the drawee 2,000 rupees. Bank gave to the drawer 1,900 rupees. 100 rupees is profit for the bank. Now, when bank will get 2,000 rupees from the drawee, that bank is not going to pass on to the drawer because he already enjoyed that money. He already got that money. Therefore, you can notice there is no entry in the books of drawer for discounted bill honored. Fine. Let's move to the next transaction. Collection bill honored. Bank account debit, bank charges account debit to bill for collection. What was the meaning of collection bill? The drawer gives the collection job to the bank. So on the due date, bank collects the money from the drawee and deposits that money into the account of the drawer. Of course, bank will deduct some charges for that. So money comes in, bank debit, bank charges are expenses, so debited, and the collection job is over to bill for collection. So our entry is bank charges to bill for collection. If you come to the endorsed bill honored part, again you can see there is no entry. Why there is no entry? You know the theory of endorsing the bill. Drawer has to give money to someone. So in place of giving money, he gives him the bill of exchange, bills receivable he gives. So now on the due date, when the bill's money is to be paid by the drawee, endorsee will take that money. Endorsee will not give that money back to the drawer. Therefore, you can see that there is no entries in the books of drawer. Again, let me revise this quickly. You can see in the books of drawee, always the entries are same. What is the entry? Bills payable to cash, bills payable to cash, bills payable to cash, and again bills payable to cash. A very important thing to notice, there is no entry in the books of drawer for discounted bill honored and endorsed bill honored. Entries will come when the retained bill is honored and collection bill is honored. Retained bill honored, money comes, bill goes. Therefore, entry is cash to bills receivable. Collection bill honored, bank deposits the money into your account. Therefore, our entry is bank charges to bill for collection. Let's move to the next slide. This is all these four types of bill retired. Retired means bill is honored before the due date. It is same like money is paid, but the money is paid earlier. Bill is for 3 months, the money is paid within 2 months. So when anyone is paying the money before time, that fellow will ask for discount. That discount we are calling as rebate. So our journal entry is in the books of drawee, always same. You can see same, bills payable to cash to rebate, bills payable to cash to rebate, bills payable to cash to rebate, and again same, bills payable to cash to rebate. When he gets discount, that discounts become his profit. Therefore, it is credited. And for the drawer, you can see the case is same like honored. Like no entries for discounted bill retired, no entries for endorsed bill retired. The logic is same behind it. Only thing is what is new here? In between, the rebate is debited because he is giving discount to the other person. He is giving discount to the other party. So rebate becomes his loss. So he says cash account debit, rebate account debit to bills receivable. And here he says bank account debit, bank charges account debit, rebate account debit to bill for collection. Bank account debit, bank charges account debit to bill for collection. That was the entry for honoring of collection bill. In between, you will add the rebate debited. I hope it is clear. Now, dishonor. Dishonor means the drawer or any party is going to the drawee. Drawee is not in a position to pay the money for the bill. So the bill is cancelled. You can notice in the books of drawee, all 4 cases entries are same. Bills payable to drawer, bills payable to drawer, bills payable to drawer, and again bills payable to drawer. And in the books of drawee, you can notice one common thing. In the books of drawer, you can notice one common thing. What common thing you can notice? Drawee is debited. Drawee debit, drawee debit, drawee debit. If it is a retained bill dishonored, drawee to bills receivable. If it is a discounted bill dishonored, drawee to bank. If it is a collection bill dishonored, drawee to bill for collection. If it is an endorsed bill dishonored, drawee to endorsee. So it is very simple. In the books of drawer, drawee's account is always debited at the time of dishonor, because the drawee becomes the debtor of the drawer again. We say that in case of dishonor of bill, the drawee again becomes the debtor of the drawer. So drawee debit, drawee debit, drawee debit, and drawee debit. If it is a retained bill, to bills receivable. Discounted bill, to bank. Collection bill, to bill for collection. Endorsed bill, to endorsee. Fine. Now, you people very well know there is something called as noting charges, which is paid in case of dishonor of bill. You should remember one thing. Noting charges are actually the expenses of the drawee. So you can see journal entries in the books of drawee is noting charges to drawer, noting charges to drawer, noting charges to drawer, and noting charges to drawer. It is recorded as the expenses in the books of drawee because it is the expenses of the drawee. And noting charges is paid by the person who is having the bill at the time of dishonor. In case of retained bill, who will have the bill at the time of dishonor of bill? The drawer will have it. In case of discounted bill and collection bill, who will have the bill at the time of dishonor of the bill? The bank will have it. In case of endorsed bill, who will have it? The endorsee will have it. So you can see the entries. As I said, for dishonor, drawee is always debited. Same in case of noting charges also, drawee is always debited in the books of drawer. You can see drawee is debited in the 18th entry. In the 19th entry also drawee is debited. 20th entry also drawee is debited. 21st entry also drawee is debited. If it is a retained bill, the money goes from the drawer, so to cash. If it is a discounted or collection bill, the money goes from the bank, so to bank and to bank. And in case of endorsed bill, the money goes from the endorsee, therefore it is to endorsee. Fine. This is the last slide. Endorsee settled by the drawer. In case of dishonor of the endorsed bill, we have to pay the money to the endorsee if we ask for the money. The endorsee is concerned with the drawer, so entries will come only in the books of drawer. So when you are paying the money to the endorsee, he is the receiver, debit the receiver. And debit what comes in, credit what goes out, money is going out. So entry is endorsee to cash. If this transaction is mentioned in the sum, then you will make it. Endorsee settled by the drawer. You can see the endorsee is not having any type of relation with the drawee. So drawee will have, in the books of drawee, you can see there is no entry. Interest is the expenses of the drawee and income of the drawer. So expenses are debited in the books of drawee. Entry for interest in the books of drawee is interest to drawer, and interest is income for the drawer. Therefore, income is credited, entry is drawee to interest. Sometimes the sum will say part payment is made. 10,000 bill is there, he's paying 3,000 rupees or something like that is mentioned in the sum. So the drawer will get money. So debit what comes in, he's getting it from the drawee. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Therefore, our entry is cash to drawee. And in the books of drawee, money goes out. Drawer is the receiver. Therefore, our entry is drawer to cash. And last entry is of final settlement. This comes in case of insolvency. The person is not in a position to pay the entire money. So the difference becomes bad debts for the drawer and deficiency for the drawee. Suppose the money is say 5,000 rupees. He's paying only half money. So cash account debit 2,500. Bad debts account debit 2,500. To drawee's account 5,000. Bad debts means it's your loss. Cash bad debts to drawee. And in the books of drawee, entry is drawer is the receiver, so debited. To cash goes out to deficiency. It is actually not a profit like, but for time being you can feel that in place of paying 5,000 rupees, I'm paying only 2,500 rupees, so 2,500 is my profit. The actual meaning of deficiency is a person's assets are not sufficient to pay off his liabilities. Assets are of 5 lakh rupees and say liabilities are of 7 lakh rupees. So his deficiency is 2 lakh rupees. Let's not get into it. Stay here. In the books of drawee, what is the entry? Drawer's account debit to cash to deficiency. Now, last important points you must keep in your mind. In case of insolvency and renewal of bill, always we must make dishonor entry first. As per the case. As per the case means we have to see whenever the bill is dishonored or cancelled, we must see which bill it was. It was a retained bill, it was a discounted bill, it was an endorsed bill, or it was a collection bill. Accordingly, we must think, we must recollect the entries and make it. And whenever we are making noting charges entry, we should make it immediately after dishonor. Some people also combine the entry. You can combine it. I don't have any problem, but I am teaching it separate because it becomes easy for the students to understand. So this is all that I have for revision of journal entries. I hope you all will revise it. And don't delete this presentation. Keep it with you. You can also revise it before your exams, final exams. I know you all will not study at home. It is very boring for you to study. So I have recorded and given. Just lie down in one place, sit in one place, listen to it. Maybe it will be of some use to you. So, thank you.